something that my mom decided to give me this morning, actually. It's a baby, 11 weeks in the womb. It's unborn, supposedly. It's just a model. It's the actual size of an 11-week baby forming. Abortion. It's quite an attention getter, especially in a Christian society. Fact is, I know the basics about abortion, what it is and how it's done. But the reason I chose this was to learn about the different debates and become more learned about what the people think about abortion, learn about both sides of what people think. And I decided to learn that and bring it to you and put it forth today. And in the world of abortion, there are many different debates out there and many different viewpoints out there. And according to Daniel Oliver, who was a chairman for the Federal Trade Commission from 86 to 89, he says the two main points are, is the fetus alive, and what do we do when we determine if the fetus is alive or not? And from that we will cover, is the fetus alive, and what are the different morals of abortion, moral viewpoints. Now the fetus's life, it starts here. Where? Well, according to pro-life, the fetus's life starts at conception, which is day 1. Or, according to other pro-lives, it starts at the heartbeat, at the brain. Whereas, according to pro-abortion, it starts at birth, or it starts when they're able to think for themselves. Which leads on to, when are they a person? Are they a person at conception, which is what most pro-life believe, or does it start when they are born? Is that when they become a person? Which leads right into, what are their rights? When do they get their rights to, when do they have their rights to choose whether they can live or not? Does it choose, are their rights given when they become a sufficient human, such as when they have brain waves or when they're born, or do they have their rights right at conception because they, as we, should have rights? The fact is that no decision is made. People in philosophy and science cannot determine when life starts, and neither can pro-life or pro-abortion come to agree in terms on when life starts. And another fact is that they put both sides, they have a common trait that they push to an earlier date. The earlier date being an earlier time for abortion or an earlier time to start life. Now that I've covered what the fetus is and if it has life, I will move on to the morals. With the vast majority of morals in today's society, which one is the right one? Who's to choose? We give that decision to the government with us arguing for or against. For example, for someone that says it's immoral, from the Revolution newspaper, they say that it is not immoral, but it is moral. What is immoral is the fact that they're taking away a woman's rights and they're forcing male-dominant dominion over the woman. They're taking away the rights of a woman and forcing her to live in shame, and which could lead to self-mutilation or illegal abortion, which could cause death. On the other hand, Jeff Jones, who is for Abort 73, which is against abortion, he says, just as it would be arbitrarily wrong to kill someone like you or me, it is equally wrong to kill fetuses because they also have futures. But then again, on the other hand, it is not immoral according to Freedom from Religion Foundation because the Bible does not directly address abortion. But it does address miscarriage. And it says, which was in the Old Testament, it says that if there is a fit between a man and a woman and the fight causes the woman to have a miscarriage, that the man would be fined. But if the fight ends with both the woman and the fetus dying, the man must die as a death penalty. Which they conclude from that that the Bible does not support abortion, but is rather against it. And another point that they have is that the Bible contradicts itself. For example, the commandment from the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not kill. They say that the Bible contradicts itself in saying that numerous societies were killed by the law of God, and men, women, and children were killed also. And what I covered today is is the fetus alive, and the different morals of abortion. And from this, the common trait that there is that they're always thinking about the different what fact is that there's common points in both. They both look at the preservation of life, the preservation of the woman's life, or the preservation of the fetus's life, which both have futures.